Hey there, and welcome to today's Explainer. I am so genuinely glad you're taking a little time out of your day just for you. Seriously, take a deep, slow breath and settle in. Today we're looking at the heavy and honestly often entirely hidden psychological toll of hyper-independence. We're going to dive right into the psychology of people who literally just do not want to bother anyone. If you're that person who constantly handles everything completely on your own, or if you pride yourself on being super low maintenance but secretly feel exhausted by the weight of the world, this is specifically for you. Today we're going to gently unpack why you do this. And we're doing this not to judge you, but to understand the brilliant yet totally exhausting ways you've learned to protect yourself and to begin building some concrete habits to help you safely put that heavy armor down. I want you to picture this really visceral scene for a second. Your car breaks down late at night on a dark, quiet road. You're just sitting there, alone inside, the dashboard faintly glowing. You're holding your phone, staring at a list of your contacts, but your thumb is just kind of hovering over the screen, right? You completely hesitate to press call, and the why behind that hesitation is actually profound. It's not because you think no one would come help you. It's because, to you, the very idea of interrupting someone else's life feels significantly heavier and far more painful than the massive inconvenience of just handling the crisis entirely alone.
And that thought right there, I'll just handle it entirely on my own. Man, it spills over into absolutely everything else, doesn't it? You end up becoming the person who communicates in these incredibly brief, highly efficient messages. Whenever someone asks how you're doing, you instantly fire back with, good, busy, all good, how about you? You deflect. Because when someone asks too many questions about your feelings, you don't actually feel cared for. Honestly, you just feel tired. You find yourself redirecting the conversation and reassuring them before they can even begin to worry about you. So ultimately, you carry it all until you're completely alone, and only then do you allow yourself to fall apart. You know, there is a massive difference between healthy self-reliance, where you simply trust your capabilities, and this low-maintenance persona, which is actually a deeply lonely form of isolation. It's an exhausting way to live.
The crazy thing is, society completely rewards this behavior. People look at you and call you independent, emotionally stable, and wonderfully easy to love. You get praised all the time for being so strong. But the devastating internal reality is that you're operating under a quiet, deep-seated belief that basically organizes everything in your life. And that belief is, if I have needs, I am a problem. Needing something doesn't feel neutral to you. It feels like causing trouble. It literally feels like asking someone to carry a weight they never agreed to hold. But to combat this, we've got to start really small. I highly recommend a very specific morning routine to help you set a boundary for your own needs. Before you even look at your phone and absorb the demands of the world, take just 5 quiet minutes. Ask yourself, what do I need today to feel grounded? Do this before you become what everyone else needs. So what's actually happening here is a psychological concept called preemptive isolation. Basically, it means stepping back before anyone else can step away. It's erasing your demands so you never have to be seen as demanding. I really want to validate something for you right now. Your low-maintenance persona is not ease, not at all. It is a profound, highly disciplined, and carefully maintained form of self-containment. You are constantly managing your environment and managing yourself to ensure you never become a burden. You're preemptively isolating yourself to protect against the very real possibility of someone else pulling away simply because you asked for too much. To truly grasp why asking for help feels so profoundly uncomfortable, we have to look at the neuroscience of your need. You unconsciously experience relationships as purely transactional. Every emotional moment feels like a debt being created. If you ask for help, you feel you owe them. If you show sadness, you feel completely responsible for their discomfort. And because of this, your body actually physically reacts. Have you ever noticed that when someone checks in on you with real urgency or concern, your chest tightens up, your jaw locks, you feel this almost physical urgent pull to pull away and regain control of your inner space? Your body is reacting before your mind can even explain why. So next time your jaw locks and you feel that urge to retreat, try this simple visualization exercise. Close your eyes and imagine a soft, protective anchor dropping from your chest right down onto the floor. Remind your body, I am safe in this moment. Acknowledging my feeling does not create a debt. The totally crucial, painful equation operating in the background of your mind is this: need equals danger. Shame has wrapped itself so tightly around your vulnerability that your nervous system literally equates needing help with a very real threat to your safety. To protect you from the pain of rejection or abandonment, your body adapted in an absolutely incredible way. It learned to swallow your emotions before they ever reach the surface. It learned to mute the signal of your own needs so completely that, let's be honest, sometimes you don't even know what you need yourself. It's a brilliant neurobiological protective survival mechanism. It is doing exactly what it was designed to do to keep you safe when you were younger. But where did this all begin? Because absolutely no child is born believing they're a burden. For a lot of folks who grow into this extreme self-reliance, the lesson began in an overwhelmed or emotionally distant home. Maybe your parents were emotionally immature or quietly drowning in their own unresolved pain. You learned pretty quickly that bringing your emotion into the room wasn't met with comfort. It caused tension, a heavy sigh, maybe even withdrawal. It was a silent message of not now, not you. So what did you do? Well, as a brilliant, highly adaptive child, you became the easy one. You learned to read the room. You absorbed the heartbreaking lesson that love was safest when you took up absolutely zero space, earned through complete invisibility. Let's just completely remove the shame from this right now. You did exactly what you had to do. To help you identify these deep-rooted patterns of emotional suppression, I want you to take out a journal tonight and ask yourself these 3 reflective questions. Number 1, when was the last time I felt genuinely safe asking for help? Number 2, what do I fear will actually happen if I say no? And number 3, whose comfort am I chronically prioritizing over my own? Look, independence was once a vital survival strategy for you, but we have to remember there is a profound difference between being capable and being alone. You are incredibly capable, for sure, but that low-maintenance emotional wall you built, it's keeping true, nourishing connection at a serious distance. And healing from this pattern doesn't mean you have to suddenly expose all of your deepest wounds overnight. Please don't do that. It would totally overwhelm your nervous system. Instead, it requires a completely different understanding of safety. It means finding connections where presence is offered without expectation, allowing you to just exist without requiring you to perform, to fix, or to reassure the other person. Healing, as it turns out, looks remarkably ordinary. It's all about building concrete habits to reduce that fear of being a burden. So here is a simple step-by-step guide to practice safe vulnerability today. Step 1, find connection without demand. Just seek out a friend where you can sit and be without feeling the need to entertain them. Step 2, ask for a small favor. To test this with a trusted friend, here are 3 tiny, low-risk requests you can try out literally today. You could ask a colleague for a small piece of advice on a project, you could ask a friend to pick the restaurant for lunch, or simply ask your partner to grab you a glass of water. And then step 3, which is absolutely the most important part, notice that the world doesn't collapse. Witness that when you express a need, the people who care about you do not run away. This is how you slowly, safely dismantle that emotional wall, proving to your nervous system that having a need is no longer a danger. You learned to carry everything entirely by yourself because you had to. You did what kept you safe, and that's okay. But you don't have to live that way forever. You are allowed to be tired. You no longer have to carry it all alone. To help really normalize this, I want you to start repeating these daily affirmations to yourself. I am allowed to have needs. My needs are not a burden. I deserve the same support I so freely give to others. You are allowed to take up space. So I want to leave you with this to think about. Who is the safe person you can practice asking for help today? And what might happen if you actually let them show up for you? If this explainer felt like looking in a mirror, definitely share your reflections with us. You are in safe company here. Thank you so much for learning with me today. Take really good care of yourself.